Well, good morning. It's a lovely sunny day here down at St. Peter in Chichester Marina, and there's a bunch of things I want to do today. But first of all, I had a niggly worry when I got back from the Portsmouth trip that I could kind of feel a slow throbbing on the tiller, but as if it was being transmitted to me from the propeller or prop shaft. And I don't know this boat very well, so I may be completely wrong. But when I created the video of going from Chichester to Gosport, I think you can actually hear it. If you look at the bit when I'm chugging into Gosport, right at the end, I think you can almost hear a 2 hertz wow, 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 wow kind of thing. And it may be nothing, and I can turn the prop shaft by hand. But I just want to check that anode on the prop shaft, make sure it hasn't slipped down against the cutlass bearing, and just check there's nothing on the prop. Because I was, after all, spent a couple of hours punching through those waves. So I've bought this light extension because I thought my last underwater video was a little bit murky. Actually, the water today as well is very, very clear, but I think a light will help. So you kind of fix this GoPro that I'm holding onto this light, onto this pole, and we should get a better view. And I want to do it early morning, because if I've got a problem, I've got to work out if I can get lifted, or if I don't think I'm allowed to jump in the water in the marina, but maybe I could take the boat outside. So let's go and take a look. So I've taken the plunge and bought Starlink Mini because I do like to work from the boat a couple of times a month maybe, and Becky's a DJ. It'd be nice to go out and do some live streaming and have some good bandwidth, and I can't always rely. I've got a 4G Falcon unit, and that's okay. And there's also marina Wi-Fi often where we go, but I bet when I really need it, it won't be good enough. And so Starlink Mini is just a solid solution, and it's quite small. And on there, they've got a little coastal roam package, so you can buy it for under £200, which is actually less than the 4G unit I bought. And then it's, I think, £50 a month, but you can pause it in units of a month anytime. And so I can just use 4G, like when I'm not live streaming or working from the boat, if I'm just out and about, and I just want to be in touch, because that's got a bit better reach than mobile phones, and so I can just turn on Starlink for the months when I want it. So it feels quite flexible to me. I think I'm going to mount it on the back there. To do that, I need to put the outboard back on, because I want to make sure that they can sit next to each other. And I've taken the outboard and the rubber dinghy for a spin this morning. So I'll get the outboard back on, and then I'll unpack a fixing unit. We'll unpack the Starlink Mini and we'll get it set up. So that's it for now. I've just let the wire come down and run along the cockpit floor. I won't be installing the proper cabling, but I will end up putting it through a grommet there and running it inside the boat. Let's see if I put you here. Let's see what speed test we get. It's done a software update, as everything does these days. So that's been done, and now in the app, ready to update. There's another software update. Let's do that. I'll come back. I'll bring you back when we've done a proper software update. So over the sound of synchronized flying between a Spitfire and a private plane, they do that all day most days. So hopefully you can hear me. So this is the Mini Starlink installation now. So it's all fixed on and rigid, and it's clear of the outboard and clear of this little gangway here. And I've orientated it, I had it orientated it facing the front of the boat, but of course that's wrong, because there's always the mast that will provide a little bit of occlusion to the signal, so might as well tilt it towards the back of the boat. And it's been powered on for about half an hour, and I've also just attached the 4G unit that I'll use when I'm not using Starlink and I'm out and about, and they're clear of the outboard, and if I'm really worried about it while taking the outboard off, I can even flop the little rabbit ear antenna down. So let's do a speed test. It's been up for about an hour now, so you're going to struggle to see this in the sun, so let me do this. Let's see if you can see that. Maybe. Speed test start. So it says 217, now 260 megabits down, now 250, still crazy. What do I need? 50 megabits and 12 megabits uplink, 10, 9, don't really need much uplink. I suppose when I'm doing video calls it would be helpful, and 24 millisecond ping. So that's what it looks like at the moment, but it says that it will take a day to properly calibrate, so maybe I'll try it again tomorrow. So as the sun bakes down on another British July day, and yes, I'm joking, the wind is howling. It's warm, it's over 20 degrees, but there's a pretty grey sky out there. It's easy for me to say. But I wanted to show you that the shower is in. I've talked about it enough. Shower, even says it on the lid. All you do is you pull that out. You've got a hot cold adjustment. You can pull this pipe out, and there's actually loads of pipe, a couple of meters of pipe, so you can do a full stand-up shower if you want. And you press the button, and this thing wobbles to adjust how much. Sorry, I'm whizzing you around here. I'm going to give you a action shot. So as you adjust that, it's hot and cold. So yeah, pretty good for washing hair and having an outside shower in a costume, rinsing off after a swim, or even rinsing down the deck a bit. And that's all pretty cool. And let's finish up by showing you the plumbing. Oh, get down in here again. Hopefully I won't have to do this again soon. So the shower head just rests in here. There's pipes to the shower, hot and cold. And yeah, so because the hot and cold go to the mixer, then the mixer comes out into the shower. That's how it works. That's the end of the shower head. There's our lovely calorifier that I've shown you so many times. Now with loops for the shower, and I've wired in the immersion heater. So now we can have hot water in the marina as well on AC, neatly wired in. And so now that the immersion heater is connected, so at the moment we're on shore power. We're taking 0.6 of an amp across the battery, the lead acid battery charger, and the outlets. I've got a couple of little, it's got my Mac plugged in and the phone charger. 0.65 amps. Now when I turn the water heater on, the immersion, it goes up to 4.5 amps. So it's drawing quite a lot of current, but at least we'll have hot water here in the marina. Thanks for watching. There's a few more DIY jobs I want to do in the coming weeks to properly wire in the Starlink and the Falcon 4G, and also the 12 volt supply to a little mini fridge we've got in the rear cabin, before Becky and I, hopefully weather dependent, head off for 4 nights exploring the Solent. So please subscribe if you want to follow all of that, and like the video if you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you again on the channel soon.